Good morning. I would like to show you how to assemble the new wheelchair to standing uh, frame. It comes in a collapsed state. That's why I need to show you how to put it together. So the first thing is put the foot plate down on the ground. That's the foot plate. And then the second step would be take the main piece, the main frame, and now slowly just open it up. So that would be look like this. And now important is, this is your front or the entry side, and this is your entry side. So this needs to line up with this. So I will take it now. And now I'm trying to get those main frames into those holes of the actual foot plate. So you will see. Just make sure that it's all the way down. So that's good. So that's your main frame. And now we have to fix this frame onto the foot plate. We use those screws that come with. And then you will have different holes. And then it's just important that you take it, and then you might have to look for the hole a bit. Okay, to line it up. And then once you got it, this one I'm struggling now, so I'm gonna go to the next one and see what I can do. But I do see that I wasn't able to go all the way down, which might be the problem. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, now I can see. I don't know if you see that problem as well, but you see it's actually standing here, and that's why it doesn't allow me to go all the way down. So now I need to try to push this in. Okay, that's it. Did you see I had to fiddle around so that it came all the way down? And now you see it is all the way to the floor. And now when you look at the side as well, you see that the side frame is all the way on the floor. So that was my mistake. And that's why I couldn't get those screws in. So my hope is that now it's much easier. You see now I can catch it very easily. Okay, and then you just put the different screws in. Sometimes you have to push it a bit. If you can't get it right, try the next one. Yeah, like now, it's coming in. Yeah, and now this one also comes in. Okay. Then I have two here on the back. Okay. And then on this side as well. I'm struggling now a bit with this one. Need to see. Okay, so now you see I had big problems and I just can't get this screw in. But now by looking at it, I see that the holes don't line up perfectly. The solution to this is you actually have to lift your foot plate a bit, and then you will see, then I can make it line up. So that might just require a bit of extra strength. Maybe you have someone to help you in that, if that's the case. Okay, then the front one I've done already, this was good. And then there's one more missing. Sorry, it is this one here. Yeah, and this is now also going well. Okay, so now we have stabilized the whole frame. That's very important because obviously there is a lot of need for stability. And then what you see is, can you see here, this is still very floppy. That's not going to work. That's why we have this extra bar. It has two holes, so just plug it in, and then you can screw the first side and then the second side. Okay, and then just tighten it all the way. And now you see it makes the frame much more stable. Okay, so then the next step is to put your table in. You see the table comes like this. Now you can just lift it into this groove, and you see now it's stuck. That's because here this bar is closed. So now you just have to pull it, and then you can let your table come down. And that's now where you can already adjust your desired height. If you don't know yet, you can just leave it at a certain point, but you can already get it to the right height if you know the height that you want. Okay, then we have to lock the table into a normal position. We can, as you see, there is actually possibility for adjustment of the tilting. We will just leave it now 90 degrees for the beginning, but later you can play around with the desired tilt, whichever makes it easier for your patient. Okay. Okay, now you will see there's already much more stability achieved through this. Then the next thing will be the bar. So this is quite cool on this standing frame, is that you have a back bar which keeps the patient stable once he's standing. So what happens here is you've got this block, and that's the block where this piece is fixed to, and this piece can be moved forward or backwards. So that depends now on the desired width of the spacing that you have between the front and the bum. If you don't know yet, it can also be adjusted on a later stage. I left it now at the second largest position. So on the right side, so that's how you put it in. You get it into this screw. And then on the other side you can move it down, and you will see on the other side it's actually just a wing nut together with a washer that will then keep it in place in a locked position. Okay, but then on the other side you still need to put now the washer, sorry, a wing nut in. Here it is. Okay. So what's happening now is when you have the patient coming in, you can have it in this open position. Then the patient can come in with his wheelchair and drive in and then get up, and then the helper will then close this lid behind him, and his bum should then be supported by this. As you can see, this backboard can also be lowered or raised depending on where you want to have your support. That's just done with these two nuts. Okay, so one thing that's still missing is the knee block. There will be a knee block coming here supported by Velcro, which you can then just adjust the height, the desired height on. And that's then basically it. I will just shortly give you a demonstration how a transfer could look like. Obviously I'm not wheelchair bound, but I will just demonstrate more or less how this comes. So the standing frame is wide enough that a standard wheelchair can fit in quite tightly. Then you move forward. Now that will be also giving your indication on the height of your knee block, where you want to attach the knee block. So you drive in all the way into the knee block, and then the patient, if he has the strength, can now help to get into the standing position. Like this. Then you move the wheelchair away, get your back bar down, but it would be better obviously if that's done by the helper, and then you have your back support. Don't forget to tighten your nut. Okay, then as you know, the table can now also be height adjusted. Important when you do the height adjustment of the table is on the other side, to make it easier. On the other side you've got like a bar that keeps the knob in a pulled position, because that allows you now to just make the height adjustment on one side. And you see now I can tighten it. Once you're happy with the height, don't forget to also undo pause. So on the other side you need to then again pull a bit and then remove your lock, and then now you fiddle around till you saw how it went into the locked position. It's just very important that both knobs are in, so that it gives the table enough support to be strong enough. Okay, I hope everything goes well and this standing frame is helpful for you. Please don't hesitate to ask us questions if needed. Thank you.